Welcome to Astragy. In this demonstration, we'll show you an example of the company called Homestar, a fictitious company active in the industry of heavy equipment, with likely competitors to be Volvo Construction Equipment and Caterpillar. In this demonstration, we'll show you how Homestar requires information about products, markets, people, companies, and trends, and how they collect comments from employees, upload documents, send newsletters, and use a personal homepage per user. But we'll start off on the News tab. The News tab holds all the news messages that come in from the various feeds into Astragy. For instance, this example, a press release from Volvo Construction Equipment, which came in from their website. The Astragy system will scan the text and read through the message and tries to find relationships between this message and the products, markets, people, companies, and trends in Astragy. It will list these relations on the right side of the screen. For instance, the link to the Volvo L60E product, which is clearly mentioned in the article right here. Additionally, there is a link to a person called Tony Helsham, who is being interviewed in this article. And obviously, there is a link to Volvo Construction Equipment company profile, which we can go to by simply clicking the link. The Volvo Construction Equipment company profile will come up in a similar fashion to that of the news message. In the center of the screen, we see the company profile, and on the right side, we see the relations that this profile has with the news, products, markets, and people. The various news messages are listed, as are the products, the markets that Volvo is active in, and the people that we know that work there. Further down, we have the companies and the documents. For instance, the Volvo Construction Equipment Annual Report for 2005 and the report for 2006. The company profile is constructed out of a number of chapters, which can be easily opened and closed by double-clicking on their headers. Each of the chapters holds information on a specific topic. For instance, the Overview chapter will show you the year that the company was founded, the number of plants, and the number of patents that this company has. In addition to these three, there is information about the number of employees, the revenue, and the net income of the company. For Homestar, the various chapters can hold information on various topics of their interest. For instance, the chapter Revenue per Market shows the information about the revenue that each competitor has made in the various sales, rental, and financial services markets that these companies operate in. Now, it is interesting to see how Volvo Construction Equipment did for the last 10 years or so, but it would be even more interesting to compare Volvo Construction Equipment to the likes of Homestar and Caterpillar. So, in the Display Options menu, you could pop up a report chapter, which is called Revenue History, that shows you exactly that. In this chapter, you can select the years that you want to see and that you want to compare the turnover for two companies for. In this case, we could select the revenue history for 2003 to 2006 and compare it against Homestar or any other competitor in the system, for instance Caterpillar. Now the table and the graph automatically adjust according to the competitor selected. As shown, it is easy to compare information between the various competitors within the company profiles in Astragy. The company profile, therefore, becomes not just a list of information on a certain topic in a certain period in time, but it actually shows you an overview of the news, the products, the markets, and the people of a certain competitor and their turnover over the last few years. Now let's take this comparison one step further. Let's assume you are an account manager and you need to fill in a quotation for a customer on wheeled loaders. You would like to compare all of the wheeled loaders that the company Homestar provides compared to their competitors. Now, popping up the search screen, means that you can select all of the products that are in the category that this customer requires, so operating weight between 15,000 and 35,000 kilograms. Let's do a search on all of the machines, and Astragy will give you a list of all of the results and the matching products. We can put these in the shopping cart, or the current selection as it's called, and do another query in the system. This prospect is already a customer with Volvo, so we would like to make sure that all Volvo competing products are listed in the same comparison. So we do another search, but in this case for Volvo equipment. Add them to the current selection and make sure that the list is automatically dedoubled, which is automatic task in Astragy. Click the Compare button and the comparison will pop up on screen. The information is provided in a column view, where each of the columns represents one product. Now this makes it very easy to compare each of the competing products, Homestar, Caterpillar, Case, and Volvo construction equipment, and each of these products could be easily accessed for further drill down. The information compared in these columns is very easy to look at, but it can also be exported to the likes of PDF or Excel. Apart from being exported, the information can also be stored on the hard drive. Now, clicking on each of the product names will bring you back to the product profile, which is similar to the company profile that we saw earlier, but in this case demonstrates the profile of a single product. In this case, the 924G. The product profile works in a similar fashion with various chapters and the information listed in them. Obviously, on the right side of the screen, the information that is linked to the Caterpillar 924G is listed in the same way, such as news messages and other products. But if we would like to see more of the relations between this product and other entities in Astragy, we may use something called the Data Cloud. The Data Cloud is an interactive tool where you can click and find relations between the Caterpillar 924G and, for instance, the company's wheeled loaders, news messages, and competing products, which can be dragged into the screen. Now, the idea behind the Data Cloud is that one can click on one of the entities and immediately view all of the relations to other companies, news messages, comments that are made by employees, the people who work there, and, for instance, documents that we have in the system on this company. If there are more items than shown, you can scroll down the list and get the same view for Volvo construction equipment. So it's very easy to drag through and watch all of the related information and find relations between people, companies, products, and comments. In this demonstration, we've shown you how Astragy allows you to import information from various sources, relate them to each other to create a coherent view of your external environment, your markets, and your competitors, and how you can use graphs and tables to compare products and companies in an easy overview. It also showed you how Astragy allows you to publish this information to your users and export them in PDF or Excel formats. Please visit our website, www.astragy.com, or send us an email for more information, info@astragy.com.